it's Melissa. In this video, I am going to show you how to make a vinyl wrap for one of those cute little can coolers or can jars with your Roland BN2. The same thing can be done with your Roland BN2 or Roland BN20, but it is a lot easier to make the cut lines in the Roland BN2. So let's hop over into the utility and get started. So over here in the utility, all we need to do is go into Flexi Designer. So I'll just click open, and yep, I already have it open. So we will open it here. Now I already have this file in here. I'm just going to open a new one. So I will go to File, Open, and that has my design right here, which is a PNG. So I will open it. I'm not going to resize this design at all because it should be fitting exactly on my can already. So this file is part of a set that's from So Fancy, so I'll just leave it alone. But I do need to create the cut lines, so I'm just going to select the file, go to Effects, Cut Contour, and you can see it puts a contour cut line around all of them. Now, because I'm printing on white, I don't want any type of I need to make some kind of a bleed. So I'm just going to reduce this down so it's negative so that the line goes somewhat inside. That looks pretty good. I'm going to put with holes so that I get the holes of the little eyes for the ghosts cut. And then this is already on contour cut, so we are good to go there. So I just click the check mark and we are all set. So now what I'm going to do is I can send it directly to the printer. I will click that blue print to device. I'm going to tell it that I only want the object to print, not the entire page, because that will make it take longer to print since it thinks it needs to print the entire page worth. Print parameters, I already have it set to generic vinyl. Cut controls, I do want an image boundary cut, so that'll just basically give me a weeding box, and we are all set. So I'll click OK, and it should send to print, telling me in my utility that I need to load the material. So I'm just going to tell it that it's set up already. I need to select the material type and click OK. It is already set up, so I'm just going to click OK, and then that process will begin. Okay, so you can see it's literally telling me in the utility that the heater is warming up, to please wait. You can see that the heater is actually at temperature. We're waiting for the dryer here to hit 38 Celsius. If you want to skip it, you can, but I would recommend if you would just wait. It's ideal. This typically only happens when you have a delay in between printing. So if you are printing, pretty regularly, like on a continuous basis each day, then you're fine. It's when you go like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4, and so on in between printing that you end up with this slight delay here while you wait for your machine to get back up to temperature. Okay, the printing and cutting has finished, so I am going to do a sheet cut, which is found in the utility. That is just going to cut the vinyl off of the main roll so I can remove it more easily. Okay, so I have my wrap, I have my can, I have my transfer tape, I need a weeding tool, and I will be set to go. Now I'm going to just trim this down before I start weeding this. This is just extra vinyl. I could use this to cut on my Cameo or something else with a mat. So I'll save that. Scrap. And I'm going to weed away this excess here. Okay, now we put those holes, so I need to weed out all these little eyes from the ghosts. Okay, I think we got them all. And now I will just take, yeah, that's going to fit perfectly. So I'm just going to take my transfer tape here and I will place that over my wrap. Use a scraper. Okay. And I like to trim it down pretty close, especially on the edges. I don't like any transfer tape hanging over. That tends to cause me problems. And I like to cut right to the short edge. Okay. Now I have to lift the transfer tape, pulling the vinyl with it. Okay. Right. And now I'm ready to place it on my glass. It's easier if you have like, and you can just roll in both directions. So this is why I cut closely, because you can see there's this overlap here. So I'm actually going to place a small piece here so that it doesn't overlap yet. Trim that off. I don't want that sticking to the other tape. Okay, so now I'm just rubbing so that these vinyl stickers stick to my glass, and then I will peel away the transfer tape and the vinyl stickers will stay behind. Whoops, see, that's what we didn't want. Shoot. Okay, so I'll deal with that in a minute. I should be able to save it. If you have any that want to come with the transfer, just, you know, re-stick them down. Now, a lot of people make these with UV DTF. This is eco-solvent vinyl print and cut with the Roland BN2-20. So this is why I'm not terribly worried about it, because you see what's happening here. They're coming back up with it, and I will just manually add the, or like, you know, kind of add these myself here. Let's see. Okay. If you have one more that you want to add there, you can either carefully pull it off. Let's see. And no one will be the wiser. And that's it. Did you see how easy it was, as long as you don't mess up your transfer tape, to make vinyl print and cut wraps with the Roland BN2-20A? So again, the same thing can be done here with the Roland BN, I'm pointing over here, Roland BN 20 models. It will just take about a couple times longer, 2 or 3 times longer to print and cut, because the Roland BN2 does have an upgrade, and so it prints and cuts much faster and makes those cut lines, as I showed you, super easy. All right, you guys, if you're interested in any of the information that I shared, any of the products, the Roland machine, print and cut machine itself, the cut file, the glasses, everything that you need is in the comments below. If you're looking for one-on-one help with your Roland BN2 or another print and cutter that you have that you've seen on my channel, I do offer one-on-one help along with exclusive videos on Silhouette U. So make sure you check that out. I'll give you a 7-day free trial. See you guys around.